If you are a fantasy writer, sooner or later, you are going to make up something. And eventually, that thing may make no sense. And then you are stuck trying to figure out how to fix it. One of my characters, Zach's family, they own an orchard farm. And I have their little farm up here, which is basically the equivalent of New York. And which seemed perfectly reasonable until 2 years later, I realized that, again, it's the equivalent of New York and it's a citrus farm. And citrus doesn't actually grow in the north. But, so, easy fix, you just move it down. You could do that if you're a normal person. Or you could be me and you could keep it exactly where it is and figure out geographically and scientifically how that is actually possible, which is what I did today. And I discovered that if you are by several lakes, which they are, and there was a certain warming plate in that area, which I just decided that it was, then it is actually completely possible for there to be a citrus farm or a citrus grove and a better citrus farm than it would be had it been, say, somewhere like Florida. Now I have an even richer lore to why they have this sacred grove and why it's so sacred, opposed to that this special fruit is actually growing up where that it wouldn't normally grow, and that they're doing better than the South farmers. Again, this doesn't have anything to do with Kalani except for the backstory, but it does have to do with this short story that I am taking a look at. That is his origin story, which is called Ornithican Hero. And it is how he battled a water dragon and blah, blah, blah. But I was just letting you know that in case you ever came up with something and you're like, oh my goodness, this doesn't fit, before you just change it, try to determine if there's a way to keep it so that it becomes even more fantastical because it is the opposite of what you would expect. Have a good day.